What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're trying something a bit different and we're going on a deck with almost no defense, all offense, all creatures all the time. Yeah, all creatures, no other spells. Now, does it work? I don't know, but there's a lot of synergies between all the different humans in the three colors we're playing, so we figures it's at least worth a shot, right? Let's see if we can go win any games. Okay, one quick shout out if you're going to be doing any last minute shopping, I guess almost last minute, not quite. If you're shopping at TCGPlayer, at Amazon, or with Ultra Pro, please remember to use my affiliate links down below because I'll get a kickback here on the channel. You'll be helping me out. And also, Ultra Pro just has some great stuff. And I will say also, if you're going to be shopping, especially with Ultra Pro, order sooner rather than later because there have been supply issues and you don't want to get caught up in that and shipping issues and everything else as you get closer to Christmas. All right. So, this deck, like we said, it's all creatures, very little defense. We're trying to take advantage of all the humans that we can. So we're starting out with Hopeful Initiate, mostly because we can grow it, but a 1-2 actually holds up decently well against a lot of the opponent's early plays. Do have Intrepid Adversary, and I tried to get a fourth one into the list, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I just wanted room for too many other things. Playing Luminarch Aspirants for 4 because this card's just dumb. Then we're playing 3 Thalia because Thalia is actually really good right now, especially against the Izzet Epiphany decks, against the, Orzhov Control, against the Dimir Control. Like, really just causes problems for the opponent. Catilda, this is a really good one. I'm just not sure how well it's going to play out, so we'll just have to see. I really want to use it, though. And I feel like the turns where Catilda lives, we probably get to do some big things, but being a 1 toughness probably is going to be a little bit of a liability. But, we'll find out. Then we have Adeline for 2 because this is just a good aggressive creature. We have 3 Brutal Cathars as a way to remove some things because you need to have a little bit of defense. And then 2 Elite Spellbinders because, again, you want to slow down those Epiphany decks. You want to make your opponent take longer to play a Lolth, that sort of thing. Do have 2 more Skyclave Apparitions, mostly because these can remove non-creatures, and that's kind of a big thing, where sometimes you want to get rid of a Meathook Massacre, maybe you want to get rid of a Chariot, like just a few different things to give you just a little more versatility in what you're hoping for there. Then we have Reckless Stormseeker, one of the reasons we're playing red in here, because it is a human. It gives you some big plays if your opponent opts to just foretell something, so you get a big creature on the backside for more damage. And just having haste is really good. Then we're playing 2 Augur of Autumn just as a way to kind of draw extra cards. Pseudo draw. I mean, you can play things off top of your library. Torrents just so we can go wide and fast if we are able to. Then we're playing a couple of copies of Halana and Helena. You've been seeing this in a couple of other lists. The card's just very good. It's kind of silly to not play it if you're playing humans, so you get the human bonus and you get Alana's bonus on top of that, so that seems awesome. And then, of course, Sigarda, because Sigarda pumps humans and gives you a chance to draw extra cards. So we do have some ways to get cards in our hand or play extra stuff, so we're not going to be without later in the game. But this just gives us all creatures, so we can really force the issue. Now, lands, there are all over the place here. We are playing 3 plains, 1 mountain, 2 forest, 2 Cragcrown Pathway, 3 Rockfall Vale, 4 Needleverge Pathway, 1 Sundown Path, 4 Branchoff Pathway, and 4 Overgrown Farmland. Now, I will say, as always, be sure to watch to the end of the video because we will definitely have updates to this because I know this first version can't be right. But otherwise, go watch the games and we'll have a card spotlight for you as well at the end of all this. Ooh, this is an easy mulligan, sadly. This might be okay. We're going to keep it. I just don't know if I should be keeping the apparition or the... I guess? Yeah, alright. Weird we're going first, because I don't know how aggressive I want to be with an apparition, but here we are. Aw, boo! Give me Catilda back. Oh, that sucks. Would much rather have a Catilda here. Alright, you dead. Fair enough. Might as well put this on white and play that. Hey, there's something we could get with the apparition that isn't completely awful. Well, that's nice. And we attack. Now, if they get another snowland, it makes our attack really sad next turn. Oh, they don't have it. Then I guess we can risk hitting this. Yeah, because there's a chance we may want to use the apparition to get rid of a like Meat Hook Massacre or something. I mean, Meat Hook for 2 is still gross for us here. Like, not a lot we can do though. Alright, that won't do it. Come on, something to pump our team, please. Dang it. If we remove that, what can we do to the opponent? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opponent's at 2. I don't love that at all. Because now any land they get, like, we're in bad shape. As much as playing a Thalia would be great defense, if we were to attack and play the Thalia, it's really no bigger benefit to us because we would have been giving them a treasure. Which I'd assume they would use for black mana. So, here's hoping. This is all we can do. And if they get a land, Doomscar. If they get a black land, I'm assuming it's... Oh, they're saying GG's. Okay. Alright, we'll keep it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Alright, looks like we're just going to be on some type of adversary into Spellbinder. I think is our only play here. And Spellbinder probably going to get met by a Divide by 0 if I were guessing. Unless the opponent is so gracious and taps out for us here. Alright. Well, knowing what we know, let's aim to remove that. Much as I still would have liked to have played Spellbinder there, giving him the extra mana when we didn't know what was going on, probably bad for us. And now we're in a can't attack type situation at the moment, though that could help later. Ooh, Renin 7, which you'd be able to play anyway. Nope, you'd be 1 mana short for a turn. Alright, very interesting deck you've got going on there, opponent. No attacks. So they can play Renin 7 next turn. But we're not dead just because Renin 7's there. So we'll wait and see what's up. I mean, because just the same, we could get a land or 2 mana creature or 1 mana creature and play Torrens and a creature, and then that actually starts to add some value. And then whatever plus Stormseeker the next turn could be nice. So let's see what's going on. Currently, they don't have a way to block a flyer, so that's a thing to our favor. But, of course, when they play Renin 7, they'll have at least a 6/6 blocker with reach, so that would be a thing. Alright, and this is it taps for extra mana, right? Yep. Okay. So... only thing... yeah, might as well do this here. I was debating what I wanted to do, but I think that's correct. Mostly because this gives us the opportunity to play this and something next turn if we draw it. Alright.
They prepare for war.
Not the thing I was thinking we could draw, but it's not awful either. Okay. 1, 2, I can already pay it twice. So, do we play this first, or do we do this, pump it twice? It only makes that a 6. They're obviously going to keep finding land. Alright. Not quite worth it to attack yet. They can block the flyer. Ground duders get through. Actually, hold on. Maybe it is. Because Torrens becomes a 5/5 here. So if we attack, that's a 5/5. That's 10. That's 14. So they would have to chump block one of these. They can't let this get through, actually. I mean, I guess they could. And they could block all the ground stuff. And then just get back their Eska. I mean, we would lose the bonus. Oh, this didn't even have a bonus. We just gain the life off of it. They could block this, block either of these. So maybe this and get Eska back. Or they could just block that straight up. And then only take 8. And then where does that leave us? Opponent would have 2 blockers and possibly another. Yeah, I'm going to attack here. And just say, fine, you get Eska back, you have all the mana in the world, do with it what you will. Yep, seems fine. And I feel like this is just, if you get us, you get us. We have 4 attackers, technically 5 attackers, because we have the Stormseeker. At a minimum. I mean, we could have something else, but we know we have at least that. Right, they've got 3 cards and a whole pile of mana. And they're obviously not attacking here, so we don't have to worry about that. And the 3/3 soldier's going to attack for at least 1. I mean, 1 more, so it'd be 4. So if they can deal with 1 more creature... well, not really, because again, we have the Stormseeker. So yes, they need a way to deal with at least 2 bodies here. Yep, not going to happen. Oh boy, how I wish we were going first. Not a thing here yet, though. Okay. I guess we're going to try to sneak down an Aspirant followed by a Spellbinder. And they also have an Aspirant. So sad. Alright. Not a surprise. Now it's just a matter of does our Aspirant live or not. Spellbinder. Probably going to get rid of our Apparition. Or maybe not. Maybe they get rid of Adeline here. Okay. They want to get rid of Apparition. Fair. Oh, really? Okay. I wonder what their hand looks like, because that's a very aggressive stretch of plays there. So I think we go ahead and hit this. before we play our Adeline. Ooh, they got both of the goodies over there. Huh. Do you have red mana? They don't have red mana yet. So then we're going to take their Sigarda. Put this here. And we will not attack. Alright. So the good news is we should be able to at least get in with Adeline before things get crazy. And then we could, or at least get Adeline down, and then we can see what happens after that. If they do manage to stick their Sigarda or whatever, we do actually have our Skyclave Apparition soon. So that's a real thing. We could also just play Adversary and pump the team. Because I feel like if we do that, then this becomes a 4, becomes a 5. And they have to give us 2 creatures either way to deal with it. And then this gets to start blocking stuff, which we're not going to be upset about at all. And we know what the opponent's hand is, so yeah, let's do this. And then just kind of say, sure, if you want to trade us, I'll take a trade. Okay. They wished not to trade. Now, the opponent doesn't know we have another land to use our apparition here either. And if the opponent does, I was going to say, like, you decide to attack, I probably will actually block there if they wanted to do that. Yeah, we'll just let Thalia come through. Back up Thalia as a blocker? Sure, why not? So now this is a real question. Do we just get rid of Apparition? Or, I mean, their Aspirant. But here, I think if we get rid of their Spellbinder, they can't actually kill anything. So we just go ahead and do that. And then that should start sealing this up. Yeah. Sucks going first with this one. But, well, I mean, we won't be able to play the Adeline, but that's fine. We'll keep it. We may not even want to Adeline anyway. We might want to just back-to-back Cathars, so this may not be that bad. Stands to reason this could be okay. Well, especially in this fight. There's a good chance... Oh, I wish I would have had that last turn. So if they're playing a bunch of life gain stuff, we'll want to remove the life gain things. However, those decks don't generally play black. Okay, so this is Clerics and not just generic life gain stuff. Good to know. Well, how do I feel about this? I guess we just play this and wait. I mean, they'll probably play, like, Valkyrie here, and we just exile the Valkyrie. Yeah. Sounds about right. Well, this isn't helping us at all. And no attacks. Man, if I could get an Aspirant or several things here, actually. Hell, a Halana and Elena would be great. Just something to allow us to force through an attack here. But, you know, like I said, not being able to play this Adeline is coming back to harm us. Which is not cool. Okay, there's that. Unfortunately, now we do have to get rid of the Aura. And then this is kind of a tough spot because if we attack, they could double block, but then they get the Valkyrie back, and then we don't really get to kill anything, so we're still stuck here. Needed one of these to be a white land, and we'd be able to break this wide open. Would have been cool. Alright, another Valkyrie. Unfortunately, can't do much about that one. Finally, we find the other mana, but now we may have to do something else. So, our plan here, what does it look like? Is it just literally play Adeline and wait? Because as soon as the opponent plays another creature, they're going to have the 27 life, and there's not a lot we can do. So yeah, just missing on mana, I think, is the problem here. Next best play would be to find either Sigarda or an adversary, I think. Well, yeah, you're going to power heroes away to Cleric to go get another Valkyrie, right? That's the only thing that makes sense here. Alright, so now we have to find yet another thing to get rid of a Valkyrie. Oh, no. Alright, cool. Well, we're dead anyway. This is a neat hand. I don't know how good it is, but it's playable, so we're going to rock and roll with it and see what happens. And that's nice because we can throw one adversary out there knowing it's probably going to meet its doom one way or the other. Or not. We might just play a Thalia instead. Let's go with that. Since the opponent rolled out a blue and a white land so kindly for us. So if that is... Okay, they don't have double white. I was going to say, if it was a Doomscar, they'd have to wait another turn. That's still mostly fine. Yeah, I think we'll do this. Because they don't have a good block here. Alright, so if they do have land, Doomscar, they get us, and then we'll try to rebuild with Torrens. It's kind of all we can do. Yep, there it is. So, we knew that was a thing. Let's go ahead and play this. There is a land on top. Happens to be red, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Well, we can get rid of that. Nico, what's the second part on that? You gain time for each foretell. Add that, spend it to only play foretell cards or cast the spells that have foretell. That's cute. What do we want to do here? Do we just want to get rid of that entirely? We could get rid of that too, if we were really concerned. Alright. Let's do this. Mostly because we get the option to get rid of that with the Skyclave Apparition, but we'll see. There's a chance they just take another turn here. This is not working out well now, is it? So we're not getting Doomscarred again. The only good part here is if they do something to our Cathar, they just get back a Jacob that's legendary. I don't know how much of a benefit there really is to us. Alright, they're going to draw and discard. Oh, they exile. Sorry, not even discard. Oh, and it was a Revelry. Wow. How sick. Okay, well, I'll do what we can with this. This draw definitely did not come together, so we're just going to try to get the most we can out of it. There's a good chance we're going to lose our board. Because there's like 4 different sweepers I think they can play in white now, so anything's going to be bad for us. They could play Ondu Inversion or whatever right here if they wanted to. Devastating Mastery, same thing. Like, that still fits the bill. Oh, see, now this is interesting because we could do this and get an Intrepid Adversary next turn. But knowing the opponent's hand's pretty light here. And we have a flyer. Alright. That seems correct. Let's go ahead and play that. Which is still reasonable, because we can Adversary and then still attack for a lot here. Alright, another Revelry. Now, the downside is here, we know next turn they can still have 8 mana and get rid of everything, so it's kind of how much do we want to dedicate to the cause. Witness the future. What the hell is this? You look at the top 4 cards. Okay, well, sounds good. Alright, well, they're foretelling all kinds of things. So all those things are probably bad for us, I'm imagining. So, things being what they are. How much damage do you think we can get in here? We're just going to get 4 and then everything's going to get blown up, right? So how concerned with that are we? Kind of, this is tough because I don't know how much we can get off of the Augur of Autumn. If we play it, we'd be able to play a creature that's just going to die. Oh, boy. But we would force the opponent to it, and it gets rid of this. So, I mean, I guess that's fine, but I don't like it. I mean, we'll force... And this is if we even draw lands, so we could play both of these next turn. That's kind of the other part of this situation. But yeah, not much we can do. Well, now we're going to be dead for sure. All right. Oh boy. All right, we'll keep. Let's see what we could turn this into. Nope, this is not promising. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Get in there for one. Alright, what are you going to do for us with that 1 mana, opponent? Nothing. Alright. How much do we care about them having that guy? I feel like we don't care that much. We kill Jadar, they get Jadar back. Alright, that's fine. Let's do it. If they get it back, they get it back. Like, we'll just have to live with it. If they have a second one, they have a second one. Oh, Fellstinger. Well, that'll do some work. Okay, good news. We do get to play this. I get to see their hand to decide if I want to play the Initiate or not. Looks like we probably will. They could champion into Tainted Adversary, which would be annoying, or they could double Tainted Adversary, but we have a flyer, so it's not the worst thing. So if we take the champion, we force them into just double adversary. They don't have to deal with the growing creature. But 2 Death Touchers is quite annoying. Not gonna lie. Super frustrating. So... Alright, I guess we take one. Don't really like that, but it's kind of what we got, so we gotta live with it. Alright. The good news is we do have a Spellbinder. So we're going to get to fly over right now, and the opponent doesn't have a removal card in hand unless they just drew one. Alright, champion. Oh, they drew another champion. Gosh, dang it. Wow. I was going to say, we need something to pump our team now. I think that's all we really have going for us. Oh, boy. So if we attack with the 3, we can hold back the Cathar. That doesn't really do anything because we just pump the initiate. It can be blocked by the adversary. The 2/2 could block here. Then the opponent takes 3. Man, that sucks. Alright. I don't know if the opponent's playing any discard. Well, it doesn't really matter here. Yeah. I mean, we just need something to pump our team. Whether it's Sigarda or an adversary or whatever. That's kind of where we're at. Almost anything would be good here. But if they kill our Spellbinder, we're going to be in a weird holding pattern that's not going to be fun. That will be annoying, but still, they have to find a turn to kill our Spellbinder, so that's okay. Alright, those both get buffed up. That's not bad, I guess, if we need to win the Go Wide war. Okay, I'm not totally sure what the opponent could have here. I can't imagine they'd want to sweep the board, but people play some weird things. So let's go ahead and hold the Taurens. Okay, if you don't have anything to kill Spellbinder, that's it. I mean, yeah, we'll just take 4. I mean, I don't care. Like, there's no loss. So you might as well attack with the 2/2. You at least pump your parish, champions of the parish again. But, I mean, I'll block with the... I mean, this... If it goes, lose 2 life in the turn, if that creature gains... When this creature dies, return to the battle. So, yeah, so it just comes back. So, like, yeah, that's fine. We'll just block there, I guess. Can't imagine why we want to do anything else. Yeah. Fell Stinger? Sure. I mean, this is a chance for them to find a removal. They have to go to 1 to do it, but they're going to be dead anyway, so 1 and 3 doesn't have a real difference here. They didn't find it, though. Okay, we're going to keep it. Let's see how this turns out. Play this for 1. Then we get to lean into Aspirant, Cathar, Halana? Maybe? Only downside here is I would consider... Well, I don't have it. If I'd have drawn Thalia, I would consider it to slow down a Chariot, possibly. Actually, I don't even know why I did that. I should have put the counter on the Luminarch Aspirant. That was a bad play. Because I could have attacked for 1 here, made this a 2, then I would be able to pump that next turn, and have a 3/3 Aspirant. Now I'm actually going to be caught. If they have a 3-power thing, I'm not going to be able to attack, really. Oh, really? That's what we're taking? Opponent. Okay. I would have absolutely left me with that and taken something else. Here, because there's a good chance they could also be playing more apparitions and whatever, we don't really want to take... Actually, they missed a land drop. No, they didn't. We're on turn 3. We're on turn 3. Part of me really wants to remove the apparition, but I feel like if they have more things that remove those, or remove creatures, I would end up just losing my Luminarch Aspirant as well, and I don't really want to do that. Mostly because they would just steal the Cathar, then they would get back their apparition, the apparition would remove our Aspirant, so don't really want to do that. Alright, they have plenty of mana, so we're not going to have to feel bad if they were to get that back. There's a Wrenn and 7, okay.
Those who harm the forest destroy the gifts nature grows.
Crap. This is sad. We kind of have to do this. I don't really want to, but we kind of have to. Alright. Put the counter here. Attack there. Okay. Please don't have a wrath. Please don't have a wrath. Like, don't sweep our board, please, thanks. Doesn't look like the type of deck that is playing Doomscar, but maybe. You never know. Florahedron. Alright, you're not real tough. Alright. Let's play this. Put a counter. Oh, we'll put the... Oh, wait. Are these both at the beginning? Why did it not let me stack those? Ah, well. Either way. We're going to buff up this. Then we'll put a counter on here. And then I'm going to send... That has 3 on it. I didn't realize. I thought it... Well, that's silly. Well, now I have to make a bad attack. I have to send those there. And then I have to send these here. If the opponent has, like, a Fateful Absence or something, so be it. Okay. Well, this doesn't feel nearly as bad, even if they have a sweeper or something here, because we at least have reasonable cards in hand. Ooh, Storm the Festival, though. That could be hot. Though, looking at her hand. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not really sure what they get here, though. Like, they could minus and put 2 things in play?
The trees are mighty.
Ah, well, that's all they had. Okay, well, that ends up being a lot less exciting. Okay, opponent's at 12. What's our best play? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do this. We pump everything. Or, yeah, that's probably still better. And then... question is just what do we want to attack with at that point? Because actually, if we play Sigarda gets 2 counters. So maybe we do this instead. Alright, give Sigarda haste. Put +1 on this. Actually, we just put a +1 on Sigarda, right? Because this puts 2 counters, so Sigarda becomes a 7/7? Yeah. Alright. Wait, how is Sigarda an 8? Oh, it's equal to its power, and that's the number of counters on it. Oh, that was a waste. I guess we just attack the opponent then, right? You block our biggest one, block that, and take the rest? Yeah, sure. Sure, I'll take this. Why not? I mean, if you really gonna say if you really want to hold on to that Scoot Swarm, I mean, you can block that way. All right. Man, that was such a wasted thing. I didn't have to put those extra counters on Sigarda. It was already gonna be a 7. Totally forgot about that. That actually makes the interaction better, though. Another Storm the Festival. I don't think this one matters, though. This one's more just for show. Yeah, you could steal whatever you want. It doesn't change anything. They're only at 2. Plus, they know we have the Stormseeker in hand with the Halana as well. Now, we could play both of these and have, yeah, a ton more damage. Okay, what are we going to do with this? This seems fine. We can put this on white, play this, play Catilda on 2, maybe? I don't know, it depends on what the opponent plays on 1, because we might want to play... If they play like an island or something, then yeah, we'd want to play Thalia instead. For obvious reasons. But if not, then I don't know, maybe we go with Catilda and see what happens. Alright, this looks like we might be on some Catilda action. The only downside to Catilda means we won't ever actually get to load this up. So there's that, but it does give us more options next turn, and that's fine. I mean, then we could effectively play Thalia and play Brutal Cathar if we really wanted to. But let's see, opponent's got red and white lands. And a Luminar Aspirant. Alright, guess we're just going to be playing our Cathar here, because that seems to make the most sense. Which usually means they'll find a way to get rid of it, but that is okay. Question I'm just thinking is, do I attack for 2, or do I say... I'm going to just play this. Mostly because this allows me to just play this, pump it once if I want to, then I can attack with Thalia and the Initiate if they do steal the Brutal Cathar here, which... Oh, they ended up not doing that, actually. So this ends up... Oh, that's also huge here, too. Oh, man. Wow, yeah, I guess we gotta, huh? Can't justify not doing it. Alright. I guess we were in a mirror match, but we got a better draw. Yep, that's what it looks like. Opponent's at 12. If we play this, pump it once, twice, and then we could attack with those. Then they would get that back. So our best play really is play this. Tap this. And then, you know what? We can tap this. Do we just attack with Sigarda here if we do that? Because now we get everything +2. I mean, with Thalia, but if they block, they get one of those back. Yeah, I guess we just... whatever. Now the opponent's incentivized to get rid of our adversary. Okay. That's it, I guess. We go first. I don't have a 2-mana thing, which is a bit sad here, but I actually like everything else we're doing, so let's roll with it. See what happens. Come on, Thalia, off the top. Though I guess I would take a Catilda, but either or. Not that. That was not the answer we were looking for. Alright, this has to go on green, really. So we'll attack. Play this. Hopefully the opponent has another tapped land so we could sneak through a Spellbinder. So I think that's our real plan here. Oh, Smoldering Egg. I kind of want to do something else now. I sort of want to play Torrens. Sort of want to play Thalia here. So many options. I feel like... oh, man. Yeah, Thalia is probably our best answer. Hate it, but it's probably correct. I'm just hoping we can get the right card out of their hand next turn with a Spellbinder. Oh, Wandering Mine. Okay, well, they had some creatures. Go figure. Well, that's actually good, because it's not a spell to put counters on the Smoldering Egg. So not really what I was expecting, but fine, I guess. Remember a lot of people thinking this deck wanted Wandering Mine? I don't think it actually does. A lot of the versions I've seen that are doing well aren't playing it. So I would consider forgoing this card. But, you know, to each their own. Maybe you just feel you need more blockers. I don't know. But they are putting a long, hard think on this. I mean, you do get to look at 6 cards and put what you want in hand, and this is kind of good for us, because we'll get to get the best thing from them. This also isn't bad, because we're going to be attacking with Thalia and the 2 Hopeful Initiates, and as it stands, Thalia is going to first strike, so they won't have a good block, and the Initiates are going to be 2 3s, so that's not good for them either. So, great. I mean, they'll still get to prevent up to 4 damage if they want. So, oh, back-to-back? I would do that. Did they just time out and not get anything? Is that what happened there? Maniform Hellkites. Oh, their deck is totally different than I thought it was. Son of a gun. Yeah, Maniform Hellkites could be a problem. Okay. I mean, the good news is they don't have land. So their problem might have been that they looked at a bunch of land and were not happy with their situation. They chose not to block there, but I think that's more of a give up, not block. Okay, there you go. You can play a creature here. Yeah. Makes plenty of sense. Well, never mind. We found some help. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so we're doing something a little bit different here. I actually liked how that version played, but I wanted to do something here because we know that Thalia was really good in some matchups. We know Elite Spellbinder was good, and we kind of wanted to further justify playing the red mana. So to that end, I made some changes and ended up cutting the Torrens out of the deck. Now, Torrens did help us win a couple of games, so don't get me wrong. If you like Torrens, keep playing the other version. But here, I decided I wanted to give us a little bit more edge against the control type decks. And to do that, I think you need Thalias, but you also need more Spellbinders, and you need haste stuff. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. So in this list, we kept everything the same. However, we went up on Stormseekers. So we're playing 3 of these now. We cut also 1 Augur of Autumn. We went to an extra Halana and Alena. And then we also added an Elite Spellbinder. So these versions are very similar, but we upped the numbers of some of the key cards and we cut down some of the others that weren't as impactful. And I think that's going to help us more in the long run and give us more big plays we could draw into that would be pretty significant. Also remember that Spellbinder also flies and that helps you get over the top. And then anytime you have bonuses with Alana and Elena, that just helps you close the clock that much faster too. So I think having those makes this whole thing flow just a little bit better instead of the Taurens. But I could be wrong. I will let y'all play those and decide. But yeah, like I was saying, the deck actually played pretty well. I enjoyed it. We had a couple of rough games in there, mostly just from not drawing mana, but not the right, wasn't a color issue, except for once maybe, so that's actually really good. And and actually in that second list, I did adjust the mana just slightly to give you a little bit more white. But generally speaking, the deck actually plays good, it plays fairly fast. I'm still not sure if you have the advantage over mono white aggro or not. I kind of went both ways in those games, so it's kind of hard for me to tell. But overall, I think it was actually really fun, and I enjoyed it more than I liked the mono white aggro deck. So if you like that style of deck, you might just enjoy this for a change of pace and have some more creative things to do other than just play the creature and pass. Yeah, so yeah, good stuff all around. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Naya Charm, mostly because it's in the right colors, and I actually occasionally play this in one of my commander decks. But the card is actually pretty versatile. I mean, you can use it as a damage spell, you could return something from a graveyard, or the part I really like is you can tap everything down your opponent has so you can get a big attack through, which honestly, I would probably play it in today's deck if it were available. But yeah, this is a little known card people don't know about, so if you're looking for something that gives you a little extra recursion, but actually some versatility, check out Naya Charm, it's actually pretty good. Now don't forget, you'll be able to get today's deck list in the description below. I'm probably just going to have the initial deck available for download, but if you want the other, feel free to make the changes. And as always, remember to please check out the memberships here on the channel and like, subscribe, share, all that wonderful stuff. And that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.